Hey there, fellow YouTubers. Today, we're diving into a fascinating study that uncovers a hidden connection between feeling disadvantaged and how we treat others. It's like a psychological puzzle, and I'm here to unravel it for you. So, buckle up and let's explore this intriguing research together. First things first, let's talk about social comparisons. We all do it, right? We look at our peers and wonder how we stack up. But what happens when we constantly compare ourselves to those who seem to have it all together? Well, according to this study, it can lead to a sense of personal relative deprivation. Now, that's a mouthful, but it basically means feeling like you're being treated unfairly compared to others. And guess what? This feeling can have some pretty significant impacts on our social behavior. The researchers, Xiaodong Zheng, Jieling, and Ping Hu, wanted to understand why this happens. They hypothesized that when people feel deprived, they start viewing their peers as objects to be used rather than as human beings with their own inner lives. This is called objectification, where someone's autonomy and subjective experiences are ignored, and they're treated as a tool for personal gain. And you know what's really interesting? The researchers found that this objectifying behavior is linked to an exchange orientation in relationships. In other words, people start treating their social connections like financial transactions, focusing on costs and benefits rather than mutual care. Now, let's dive into the studies. The first one was a large-scale survey of 3,482 university freshmen in China. The results showed a clear connection between relative deprivation and objectifying others. But here's the catch. This study couldn't prove a direct cause and effect relationship. So, the researchers designed a second study to explore this further. They recruited 250 adults and asked them about their feelings of deprivation, objectification, and cost-benefit tracking in friendships. And guess what? They found that the transactional mindset was the missing link. Feeling deprived led to an exchange orientation, which in turn predicted objectification of others. But wait, there's more. The researchers wanted to establish a causal link, so they conducted a third study. This time, they manipulated feelings of deprivation by having participants imagine living on a new planet where resources were stored vertically. The participants were divided into two groups. One compared themselves to the most successful residents, and the other to the least successful. And the results? The highly deprived group adopted a stronger transactional mindset, valuing instrumental skills over interpersonal warmth in new friendships. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The study authors noted that their methodology might not perfectly capture real-life interactions. They relied on hypothetical scenarios and self-reported questionnaires, and their samples were entirely from China. Different cultural norms might play a role in how people react to feeling disadvantaged. And while the transactional mindset is a proven pathway to objectification, there might be other psychological reactions at play too. So what does this all mean? Well, in my opinion, it raises a deeper question about the impact of social comparisons on our relationships. It's easy to get caught up in the keeping up with the Joneses mindset, but what if we shift our perspective? What if we focus on building communal relationships based on mutual care and support? Personally, I think this study highlights the importance of fostering a sense of community and understanding the impact of our feelings of deprivation on our interactions with others. In conclusion, this study reveals a fascinating psychological link between feeling disadvantaged and using people. It's a reminder that our social comparisons can shape our relationships in unexpected ways. So, the next time you find yourself feeling left behind, take a step back and think about how you might be viewing others. Because, in my opinion, it's not just about our own feelings of deprivation, but also about how we choose to treat those around us. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has given you some food for thought.